friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another episode of Life After Lockup. This was definitely a filler episode. Nothing happened. Nothing. Honey, it was dry. It was real dry. Dry. Honey, drier than a nun's vagina. That's how dry it was, y'all. Y'all, I haven't even got started. It's only been 30 seconds and my mouth is playing tricks on me. Let me just get started, okay? Now let's talk about Not Quite Right Clint. Y'all, he misses his goddess, okay? He just can't stand being without her. He wants to go get her. So he goes to his parents' house. All right, I tell you, his parents got a nice house, don't they? Y'all see that laundry room? Honey, that's why crackhead Tracy don't want to leave him. So Clint, he's in there talking to his mom, and he's just telling her, he was like, look, okay, I'm going to go and bail Tracy out of jail. And of course, Mama Clint, honey, Clint, do you think it's a good idea, Clint? And of course, Clint said, listen, yes, okay, I got this under control, Mom. I know what I'm doing, Mom. Don't worry about it, Mom. So, of course, Mama Clint, she was like, what is going to happen when she don't show up for court, okay? You are wasting $5,000, okay? You literally can just take that $5,000 and, wipe your butt with it. So, Clint, he says that he's not worried, okay? He's going to make sure she gets help, get into rehab. He's going to make sure that she gets into court. And don't even worry about it, Mom. But see, this is the thing. Mama Clint is worried about crackhead Tracy getting help. Mama Clint, I'm going to need for you to take those blinders off. You need to be concerned with your son getting help. See, he got arrested too. Okay? He got arrested too. So your son needs help. Now he can say all day that it was a weed pipe that they found. Now Clint was up in that smoking man. Look at him. Look at him. So Clint ain't worried about what Mama and Papa Clint has to say. So he goes on down to that good old jail and he pays $5,000 to get her out. Clint said, I ain't thinking about you hoes. That's what he said. He said, I got $5,000. Do y'all have $5,000 to get y'all's boo out of jail? I don't think so. That's what Clint said. He didn't say that to me. He said that to y'all. So Tracy, she's out of jail, but she needed a couple of weeks to get herself together, child. She needed a couple of weeks to clean up, freshen up, rest up. So we see Tracy. And Tracy, she's looking like who done it, what for. I mean, Tracy looks a mess. Tracy looks tired. Old and tired. Tracy looks like she's in her 60s. And what is she, in her 30s? Oh, Lord Jesus, be a moisturizer, child. Ooh, she looks a mess, but she says that she's out. And hopefully she will get better. Hopefully she'll go into rehab. And she is so happy that Clint took that $5,000 and got her out. But she also wanted us to know that, don't y'all worry, okay? I will show up for Clint. I will show up for court. And Clint is going to get his money back. So don't y'all worry about that. Don't y'all worry about it. So y'all, child, crackhead Tracy is out of jail. All right, let me make this real short and sweet. Let's talk about Latino heat and Brittany real quick. Okay, so as we know, Brittany had a horrible, horrible childhood. And she ran away from home when she was 12. And she got taken advantage of by grown, sick, pedo men. Anyway, while she was a teenager, she had 2 children. All right, and the state took her kids, and so now she's out of prison. She feels good about herself. She is healthy. She is sober. Her and Latino has made this, great life for themselves, and so now she wants a relationship with her 2 kids that were taken away. So she goes to the attorney that they owe $30,000 to. her Latino heat. And so she's basically just telling the lawyer, what's going on. The lawyer was like, well, state took him away. We may never find him, or they don't want to be found. They may not want a relationship with you, but we will do the best that we can. And child, that's it. All right. I mean, literally, that's it with Brittany and Latino heat. So I guess now they are going to have the storyline of Brittany trying to find her children. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about Angela and Tony. Child, Angela, she said that she's going out and have a good time. Honey, she blew that hair out. She put on her best wet and wild makeup. Honey, she threw on her best red dress. Honey, she was showing a little leg. Her little sandals, her wedges, honey. She dug deep in that closet to find those wedges. That's what she did. And she wanted to show all y'all that she was cute. Okay, Angela, I ain't mad at you. So we have Tony outside looking like a tick. Don't Tony look like a tick? He just swole. Tony, I'm going to need for you to take salt out of your diet. That's what I'm going to need. And that's all. Because you look swole. Bloated. You look like a tick. So, Tony is like, where are you going? And so she was like, I'm going out with my friends, my sister, Tommy, and he was like, well, why can't I go? Angela said, because they don't like you. They don't like you. And I'm an idiot who's with you, so you ain't going. So, of course, he has his rules. And she tells him, act accordingly. Don't be out here acting crazy, okay? You stay here until I get back. You ain't gonna be burning up no streets. So she gets on the road, she gets to her friends, and so one of her friends is like, hey, how's it going? And of course, she tells her about the prostitutes and how Tony's been cutting the shine. And so her friend was like, you have got to be kidding me. She was like, why are you still with this man? What is wrong with you? And so then the friend tells us that Angela has a big heart and that she tries to change these men. She thinks that she can change Tony. She grown. She's in her 40s, looking like she's 70. Ain't nobody got time for this. I ain't trying to hear about Angela having a big heart. I ain't trying to hear it. So anyway, it's supposed to be a night out of fun, okay? But the only thing they talk about, of course, is Tony the Tick. And we find out that Angela has a tracker on his phone. So the sister was like, listen, instead of you worried about him, won't you give him some of his own medicine? Come home with me, stay with me, and, let him think about it a little bit. Yeah? Okay? And so, of course, here's Angela. I'll think about it. And then 2 seconds later, I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to go home. Child. Honey, she didn't even give herself time to think about it. She knew she was going to go home because she cannot do nothing without Tony the Tick. So, she says that this is her plan. She is going to make Tony thinks that she is staying with her sister to see if Tony is going to leave. So what does she do? She takes her 1989 Buick. What kind of car is that, y'all? It still has an ashtray. Honey, she was sitting there smoking 500 cigarettes and she parked the car in front of the house. The only thing Tony had to do was go to the window. The only thing he had to do was go to the window and say, I see you. Get your butt in this house. I ain't going nowhere. So she is out in the car, looking to see and waiting to see if Tony was going to leave. I tell you. Y'all, this is a 40-something-year-old woman. Let's move on. I'm going to make this real quick. Now, as we know, Cheryl last week got slapped upside the head by Josh's mama. Now, basically, this is what happened. Cheryl's 3-year-old spilled something on the counter, and Josh's mom told the 3-year-old to get it up. Cheryl gets upset because who are you to tell my child to do anything? Okay, that's my responsibility. I'm his mother. So Josh's mom said, who are you in my house telling me what I can and what I can't do? So she goes upside the head. So Cheryl, she's outside. She's ranting, raving. She hit me. She hit me. I'm not going to put up with it. She hit me. Of course, Josh, he's startled. He goes inside and he was like, what happened? And so the mama said, listen, I don't like her. I didn't like her today. I didn't like her yesterday. I won't like her tomorrow. And I won't like her in 2 years. Get her up out my house before I truly hurt her. So, of course, you know, Josh, he says, listen, these two women are just stubborn, okay? I'm dealing with stubborn chicks, okay? He says, I don't know what else to do, okay? They don't like each other. What do I do? Okay, so the mama, she has her grandchild, and she's like, look, I'm out of here, okay? I don't have to put up with it. Not one time did she say she went upside Cheryl's head. Good for you, Mama, Josh. Don't admit to it. Because, see, we didn't see it. We wasn't witness to the assault. So you good, girl? Mm-hmm. Anybody got any recordings of said assault? I didn't see it. Did y'all see it? Okay. So, Mama Josh says, I done had about enough of this. So here's Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl is still fussing, talking about that she can't stand the mama. She don't want to live there no more. She's sick of it. Where you going to go, Cheryl? Where you going to go? You picked up yourself and your child and you relocated to your man. And then how about what Cheryl said? Cheryl had the nerve to say, oh, Mama Josh is trying to teach my child something, but she can't keep her child out of prison. That's what Cheryl said. Cheryl, honey, you laying up. You sleeping with a man who can't keep himself out of prison. You're engaged to a man who can't keep himself out of prison. You packed up and moved everything for a man that can't keep himself out of prison. Who are you to say anything about Mama Josh and her raising? You sleeping with her. Cheryl, have you refilled your medication? I'm going to need for you to go on down there, hop, skip, and a jump to the CVS and refill your medication, child. I can't. Cheryl, something wrong with her. Something is wrong with Cheryl. So, of course, Josh was like, listen, okay, I've done had 31, 33 years with this woman, okay? She's done been down this road with me. Many prison visits with me, okay? And here's Cheryl, what about the last 2 years? Who was there for you? Who was there for you? And so he was like, that's Cheryl and Josh. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Andrea and Lamar. All right, so we know Lamar, he's been sleeping on the couch. He ain't been getting no good loving. So Andrea was like, let's go to a set shop. So they go to this set store shop, and all these costumes and vibrators and lotions. And Andrea was like, listen, in order for us to stay together, to have a happy marriage, you know, we got to spice it up a little bit. But he's sleeping on the couch, Andrea. So Andrea said the higher the ecstasy, the more closer to Jesus. Andrea's something, ain't she? So of course they're around this little set store shop, and y'all know what's gonna happen. Okay, we have to talk about Mormonism. Okay, then we have to talk about being Mormon. All right. So they had a Bible study later on that night. Okay, here comes, you know, her friends. Child. Whew. And so bottom line is, Lamar says, listen, I'm not going to be Mormon. Okay, and he's saying that she is forcing me. She is trying to convert me into something I don't want to be. I don't want to be Mormon. And then Lamar said, listen, I've been reading. Okay, y'all don't even like black folks. Y'all don't even want black folks to participate in this religion. Okay, what y'all want me up in here for? So, of course, here comes Andrea. Andrea's like, can I speak, please? Can I speak? Andrea said when she was down and out and she had nothing. It was the Book of Mormon, okay, that changed her life. Okay, it completely changed her. All right, and of course she wants Lamar to, become Mormon. But how many times have Lamar said that he's not going? I mean, how many times? Lamar has said from day one that he is not going to be Mormon. But anyway, so we had one of her homegirls. What was her name, y'all? Becky, Addie, Caddy, Casey, Michelle. What was her name? So she's tried to talk to Lamar. Okay, and honey, she went like this. She went. Lamar said, "Don't you put your hands on me." So she went. Lamar said, "Don't you touch me." So she went. Lamar said, "I done told you one time. You want them fingers?" So she went. Lamar said, "Becky, I'm about to bust you upside your face if you don't get your hands up off me." I was like, "Becky, don't you be putting your hands up on Lamar." Becky, Becky. Just because Andrea tolerates some people's behavior, you dealing with a whole different beast. You better leave that man alone. So Lamar, bottom line, he said, "I'm not going to be Mormon. Can I excuse myself, please?" And so, of course, Andrea was like, "Yes, you can excuse yourself." Did y'all notice that when Lamar got up from the table, he was in the background fussing? While Andrea and them still had Bible study or book study, whatever they was doing. Child, Andrea, she's upset because she's crying because she says, "I don't want to get a divorce." Well, something's got to happen, child. Okay? Lamar is not converting. Period. Point blank. And that's just that. He's not going to convert. Whew. Let's move on. All right, last and least, we got the trio of fools. All right, let's talk about Megan. Megan let it be known that ever since Michael left 3 weeks ago, she haven't heard anything from him. He's ghosting her. Is she shocked, y'all? Honey, Michael done left you. He done got what he wanted from you in between your legs, okay? And he hightailed it. And she just don't understand why. She don't understand why he's not returning her phone calls, her text messages. It's been 3 weeks, Megan. Aren't you tired? Megan, aren't you tired of looking like a fool? I would be, but let's carry on. You grown. So she's with her friend B. Did y'all see B? B had his a little bodybuilder. I was like, okay, bloody. Who knew? But anyway, of course B is like the rest of us. You know, what is it gonna take? Okay? You can get so much better. You can find someone who can truly love you and care for you. You too busy worried about this mess, this lump of nothing. So B, of course, is just talking to that wall, okay? I wouldn't even waste my breath with Megan. Honey, I done said what I had to say. Don't be coming at me heartbroken, crying, snot flying. I don't want to hear it. I done told you, he done showed you that you ain't nothing. Okay? That's how he treats you, like you ain't nothing. Okay? He's actually showed you that he's trash. Alright, so we got Michael. Alright, Michael is on his way to meet Sarah and to see his kids after months. Alright? And Michael has brought along Maria. Now, we have finally got to see what this Maria looked like. How old is she, y'all? How old is Maria? Maria look old. Or as Michael said, mature. Michael says that Maria is mature. She's more mature than Megan and Sarah. He says, listen, if Maria want to have a threesome, she down. He don't want to hear no lip. If he says, I want to have a threesome in this jacuzzi, she down with it. So Maria is a fool. Now, so here comes Maria. Now, let me tell you something, Maria. Let me break this down for you, Maria. because you're not quite understanding, okay? Just so you know where we coming from, Maria. See, when it comes to Megan and Sarah, you can't say nothing about them. You don't have the right. She was over there talking trash about Megan and Sarah, and then she had the nerve to say that she feels like she's emotionally married to Michael. See, that's when I knew that this girl was a hop, skip, and a jump from foolishness. That's when I knew this. First of all, Maria, let me tell you something. You don't have the right to say nothing about Megan and Sarah. See, that's our territory. Okay? That's us. Okay? We've been with the trio of fools from day one. Who are you to say anything about them? I think not. Now, see, we can. See, we can. Because, see, you new to it, but we true to it. So don't get it twisted, Maria. Okay? Don't be saying nothing about Megan and Sarah. That's our territory. Okay? All right? Now, I don't want to have to light you up, but I see right now I'm going to have to light you up. Okay? So, just calm down a little bit, Maria. Just calm down. So, Michael, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. Maria is saying that, you know, for Michael to keep in contact with her and how much she loves him. And then when Michael was leaving, he come telling her to take a shower. Excuse me, Michael, aren't you wearing the same sweatshirt that you had on when you was playing hoops with your sister? Did you not take a shower? What kind of question? Of course he didn't. Of course not. So, there's Sarah with those cute, Aviana. How cute is she? So, here rolls up Michael like he done seen his kids yesterday. He ain't seen them kids in months, and he come rolling up looking like that, talking about, hello, pretty girl. Hello, pretty girl. Like a creeper. So, Aviana, she starts crying because she's like, who is this mutant? That's what she said. Who is this mutant? So she's upset. And the reason why she's upset is because she's thinking that Michael is going to take her away. Honey, you ain't ever got to worry about that job. Because your daddy ain't taking you nowhere. You ain't got to worry about that child, honey, please. So, of course, Sarah, she's upset because she was like, yeah, okay, he's coming around now. He's staying all of 10 minutes. But as soon as this is over, he's going to go ghost. He ain't going to come back for months. And it's going to hurt the children's heart. And she's right, okay? Now, the grandmother came and picked up Aviana and, you know, the little baby. And, of course, Michael did his little 5-minute daddy duties and played water guns with her. Child didn't have nothing in hand. Didn't have no diapers. Didn't have no food. Didn't have no toys. Honey, Michael got out that van with nothing. How you gonna stay out of your children's lives for months and you couldn't even you couldn't even go to the dollar store and get them a toy? I tell you, he's trash. So, they go inside. And so Sarah said, why you still here? The kids ain't. And so Michael was like, I want to talk to you about the kids. I want to talk to you about the kids. And so Sarah goes off. Now, Sarah went from white to black within 2 seconds. She said, what about your kids? What you going to do about your kids? What you going to do? It's about your kids. And so here is Michael pleading his case about how he wants to be with his children and how you ain't going to keep me from the kids. She was like, I'm not trying to keep you from the kids. I want you with the kids. And so she was like, where you staying? Okay, where you staying at? And so he was like, I got a room. And she was like, with who? With who? Megan Hill. You got Megan Hill. I was like, Sarah, calm down. Okay, just calm down. So anyway, so that's it. That's the episode. I told you it was real dry. All right, I did my best. All right, y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.